the sort of diversity of stuff that people are using virtual reality for is, really amazing. I kind of get siloed in my own little world with what I can do with virtual reality, which largely is about replicating the real world in a fairly similar sort of way, but seeing the creative things people are doing with virtual reality to change our bodies or change our situations that we're in, and really using virtual reality for what it should be used for, as far as I'm concerned, is really kind of inspiring to see here.
I'm really surprised in all the different ways that technology is being used in social science, and they're all such different ways. So just hearing about the dance now, so it's kind of really struck me how the different ways that technology can be used in. All the talks were really interesting, and there was such kind of diversity, that definitely one of the big things coming away from it was seeing the range of ways in which different researchers and different companies have used virtual reality. It was very mind-opening on the day.
Extend your arms to the side again and turn your head to the right to look at your hand directly.
With VR, what always stands out is the power of empathy. It's always been, because I tend to view experiences that have some kind of purpose, some kind of meaning, really, really powerful. And even with games, you've got that sense of presence, like you're in the environment and you're having a crack while you're playing a computer game. So that power of empathy, and it comes across a lot in what I do as well, to try to kind of reach the consciousness of, I guess, things we wouldn't, or situations we wouldn't normally put ourselves in.
I think questions around what are the limits of things you can embody is a really big issue for virtual reality, and how can we overcome some of the difficulties of embodying things? Does it happen naturally, or does it require some sort of specific induction technique, a bit like the thing Karen presented in her presentation? So yeah, these were themes that came up, and also more general themes about just the possibilities of what you can do in virtual reality at a sort of a broader scale, with changing the situation that you're in. And, really, can we immerse people in a more aspirational world, an aspirational environment than they are actually in? Be that in terms of changing your body shape into something you want, or being in a classroom of, more diverse, inclusive peers or something like that. The sort of possibilities were really quite endless there.
It has so much potential to reach the consciousness. It has so much potential to engage the unengageable, if you like, those that are hard to reach, particularly, coming from my schooling background. I think virtual reality would have helped me engage a lot more with school.
I definitely feel more encouraged. I just think great day, great people, fantastic ideas, fantastic stories. So yeah, I hope that's not a standalone thing. I hope it comes again, just to keep the motion going.
Yeah, I've just found it really fascinating just to see what other people are doing with the technology. Like I say, I'm super new to all this kind of stuff, so it's kind of a learning experience through my PhD at the same time. Even though I'm here as a speaker, I feel like I'm also like a participant, watching all the talks, kind of seeing what's out there and what I could use.
It is quite interesting because a lot of the training sessions I'm having to do at the moment as part of my PhD, you leave them kind of feeling quite drained. Yes, it was necessary information, but it wasn't necessarily interesting. Whereas I literally left the end of that session buzzing and kind of feeling very inspired. It was such a nice feeling that there's a kind of a community of VR researchers in the Southwest. But I think, it was very different from the other kind of training and workshop events I've left on, that you leave feeling really positive and inspired by other people.